You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Arrowhead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. A beautiful fake. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Right there, 56. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressive.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Switch. 61. Matchbox. Right. 43.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going deep here for one. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 62 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Right there, 56. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Cousins to throw it this time. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll try to run with Madison, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Mike, 50. Bravo. 53. Mike.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Attack, attack! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch the Delta. Ain't no such thing. 15, 15.
On first down, Mahomes going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Not that time for Watkins. And that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
15, 15, 15. Alpha. Mike 5-4.
Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. Where the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it. From the 15-yard line, what are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on, go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got him.
To throw, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tighten down.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 30 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because You're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. No, rip list. Scene 6. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Yellow. You go tight.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Whip. Yellow. Twist.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Play fake. Cousins. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He was looking for Watkins that time. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
You don't want nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
A first down throw for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Cousins on first down. And Diggs has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Again, it's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, high 7.
Now Cousins on fourth down. Open man is Thielen is complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, it's Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. This is caught. Give them 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. Fourth down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on fourth and goal. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for him. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the